to the channel. Enjoy variety of live streams every Sunday, as well as regular uploads sprinkled throughout the week. Hold on to your butts, it's going to be a bumpy ride.
Nicolas Cage, a man that has lived an incredible acting career, has delivered dozens of entertaining films, and, let's be honest, has a name that screams mega movie star. Or muscled up brute. Or both. Regardless, Cage has starred in some of my all-time favorite films, and we are going to tackle all of them in my order of preference. Without further ado, here are my top 5 Nicolas Cage movies. Number 5. Gone in 60 Seconds. In a movie about a group of retired car thieves returning to do one final job, Gone in 60 Seconds surprisingly shines most when it explores the drama behind the characters. The sad story of Memphis and Kip, and how they were torn apart heavily because of their desired roles in car boosting, which only led to trouble with the law. When Kip decides to take on a job to steal 50 cars within a short time frame, it forces Memphis back into a life he had left behind. It's an incredibly fun and campy movie, with a few elements to bring tension to the plot. When you add a talented cast and a solid script, Gone in 60 Seconds takes no stop, and I really can't say I would have wanted anything more from the concept. Number 4. Raising Arizona. In a more lighthearted, raunchy comedy, Raising Arizona puts Cage into the role of career criminal Hi McDonough. A man seemingly living from moment to moment, consistently finding himself in trouble with authority.
But you're just hurting yourself with this rambunctious behavior.
I know that, sir.
Okay, then.
Until he locks eyes and connects with a police officer, Ed. The two get married and their plan to have a child together gets shot down when they find out Ed is infertile. The story gets cranked up a gear when, in desperation, the two hastily kidnap one of the children of a well-known furniture store owner, and it only goes south from there. The performances in Raising Arizona are awkwardly awesome. With a twist so sudden, I was turned completely on my head, as I quickly realized this is going to go in a very different direction than I expected, and it was definitely worth sitting down for. Number 3. Con Air. Let me start by saying even though Cage delivers one of the worst southern accents I think I've ever heard, his performance and dedication to his role more than makes up for it. When U.S. Ranger Cameron Poe, played by Cage, comes home to reunite with his expecting wife Trisha, Poe is confronted by drunk locals, and after killing one in self-defense, is sent to prison for 7 years. After his time is served, Poe is put on a plane along with some of the most dangerous men on the planet. When the plane is hijacked, the criminals, led by Cyrus the Virus Grissom, aim their sights on freedom by way of self-shortened prison sentence. Poe faces a trivial situation where he chooses to stay on the plane until he is certain that the man he befriended while in prison safely gets his routine shot of insulin, and simultaneously foil the criminals' plans. Con Air is a wild ride for sure. The movie makes it really easy to get invested into the characters. From the protagonist Poe to the antagonist Grissom, I highly recommend you give this one a watch on a day you're in the mood for mindless action. Number 2. Face Off. I don't know if I can say anything about Face Off that hasn't already been said by a million other content creators, but I sure as hell am gonna try. Cage has a rather rare change in casting when he plays Castor Troy, the villain of the movie, but there is a twist and we'll get to that. FBI agent Sean Archer, a family man seeking vengeance for his previously lost son, targets his boy's murderer, Troy, who, to his luck, is incapacitated after an action sequence leaves Castor comatose. Unfortunately, it is found out that the bad guy has planted an explosive bioweapon at a convention center in Los Angeles, threatening the population of widespread destruction. And having exhausted their options, it is decided that Archer literally swapped bases with Troy through a wild medical surgery in an attempt to infiltrate the prison and acquire the bomb's location from Castor's little brother. When Troy wakes up, he forces the surgeon to give him Archer's appearance. He kills the doctor along with anyone who knew about the mission. From there, the stakes shoot up, and the film becomes a story of fortitude, trust, and lack thereof, for the remainder of its duration. Face Off is crazy, fun, goofy, action-packed, lacked all sense of realism, and I absolutely love every minute of it. Finally, number 1, Snake Eyes. This, my favorite Nick Cage flick, is by no means one of his most well-known. Snake Eyes follows the main character, Rick Santoro, as he attends a boxing event only to be caught up in an incredibly intense murder mystery, where he looks to find clues that will shed some light on a political figure's assassination. The twists and turns are creative, and the performances of the cast keep me invested throughout the runtime. As with the rest of his films, Cage shines brightest when he is given free rein to improvise, and he adds charm to each of his roles. If he is the bad guy, he is over the top and eerily enthusiastic of his character's goals, and when he is the hero, he is likable and it becomes difficult to be on anyone's side but his. He is an immensely talented and entertaining actor. He is a master of his craft. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the subject. What is your favorite Nicolas Cage flick? Let me know in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching.